Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back for another Market Monday. This week we have a mixed media kit, so we'll dig right into it. If you're interested in this kit, it is $20. That does include the shipping. The information is below. Please send me an email to my email address below, and it is first come first serve. I have 5 of these kits. So to start with, we have 2 of these. Now I've had these before, and they're like a mesh sleeve, but this one, if you've already got them before, just so that you know, this one is a lot heavier. The others are very thin, but what I like to do with these is stretch them over top of a I can't even think now, a paper towel roll, and then roll them in paint and roll them on your projects, especially like on a jelly plate. It makes a really great texture. So there are 2 of those. And then there are 2 what I call paint spreaders and glue spreaders. All of these things come from a recycle store, so they're all recycled items from different factories. And so these are wall base is what they are, but I like to use them to either spread paint or spread glue, or to flatten out my project after I put glue on it, and then rub this on the top, kind of like you see people use credit cards. It has a nice rounded edge here and a nice rounded edge here, and I use those rounded edges to spread or to flatten. So that's what those are. And then there are 15 of these red circles, and they are, ooh, I can't read that ruler. It's not really a ruler. Well, I can't find my ruler. Let's see if we can kind of guess it with this one. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. They're about 3.5 to 3.25 inches wide or round, and there are 15 of these, and these are double-sided sticky, so they're sticky on each side. And don't forget, whenever you get any of the double-sided sticky stuff, when you peel this off, save it if you ever make your own stamps, because you can use this to put your stamps on, because it's a release paper. So, once you've taken it off of here, you can stick what, like your clear tape that you've made stamps out of, or your masking tape. You can stick it on these different types of double-sided sticky bits, so that you can just peel them off easy later. And that's with anything, like if you get stickers or like the labels with your address on them. So there is a little baggie of these foam bits. They're sticky on one side, not the other. These are great to put little feet on your projects, and they also work really great for stamps. Put them on a piece of cardboard in any configuration that you want to, and just stick the bottom on there, and then they're a nice heavy foam, and put them in your ink or your paint and stamp them on your project. So I'm going to flip it over so maybe you can see it easier, but there are 2 different sizes. There might actually even be more than 2 sizes, but for sure there's 2 sizes in here. So there's a baggie full of those. And then there are a baggie full of these, and these ones, there's some square ones and some round ones. And these are single-sided sticky. So this side, they're a softer rubber, but I use the little square ones because I like to make little stamps with a bunch of different squares on them. But no, this one doesn't. Maybe they're not sticky. Let me see for a second. Oh, that one. Hold on a minute. Let me take this. Let me see if I take this off. Oh, they're not sticky. So I must have glued them on the one that I have, because I know that I do have it. They have a little bit of a release paper on them, but they're not sticky. So, but there are, like I said, little tiny ones, round and square, and you can use them. Looks like there's 2 sizes of round ones right there. You can just glue them to a piece of cardboard and use them to make your own stamps. Try and get them so they fit in the envelope better. when I pack it. Okay, and then there are 4 of these hexagons. So, and they're just a heavy chipboard. They're kind of plastic coated, but they're not plastic. So there are 4 of those. So those are great to trace around or to make, they make these hexagon type of like sewing, but I don't know exactly what that is. Then there are 3 small paint or glue spreaders, and these ones are only rounded on the one side. So, and then the other side is straight. But those can be used for, you know, any type of thing. So there are those. I just kind of tell you what I use them for, but, you know, these bits can be made into whatever you want to make them into. So these are little foam, a little, you know, it's I can't think of, kind of like a sponge. That's what I'm kind of thinking. It's kind of like a sponge. And so there are 4 of those and 3. So there are 7 of those. I think that must be where this came from. So 7 of those. There's 1 little piece of kind of like faux. Well, this one's faux leather. They could be different types of, there's 1 little fabric bit in each one. And then there are some, and these will all be different, these types of sewing things. They'll be different colors. And so there will be 1 yarny bit, and those are cut off on one end. So they wind up being about this long. And then there will be 3 little bits that are kind of cording. And then 1 of thread, and then a fabric bit. So there will be those fabric bits in there. There are 6 of the little, this can be whatever you want it to be. I see it as a geisha doll's hair, with her face right here, and I put a little bow there, and a little kimono underneath. But like I said, that's what I see with it, but it could be so many other things. So there are 6 of those. There are 12 of these circles. And these circles are, there is a circle in the middle, and then there's like a O on the outside with a solid circle on the inside. So those 2 pieces can come apart, or you can leave them together if you want to use them for a stamp. And they're sticky on the back and not on the front, and they're just a nice heavy, like foam rubber or something. And then there are 5 of these little circles. They have a release paper on the back. And so these are great to stick on a piece of cardboard. And they're sticky on this side, and use them as a stamp. I really like these ones. And they also look cute. You can cut them in half and do them as half circles. You can cut them in half and then like put them against each other, you know, to make a different design on, you know, on a piece of cardboard, and use them as a stamp that way. So there are 5 of those. And then there are 8 of these. And these ones I use as a stamp, kind of like a label stamp. But they, you know, like I said, there's 8 of them because you can use them for so many different things. But I like to use this one as a stamp. I stamp it on my project, and then I stamp a word on top of it. And I just think that it really looks nice. So there are 5 of these, and these ones are very steampunky. I like to use these. I use one of those sewing rollers to put little like lines in it, and then I use, I peel off this, it's double-sided sticky. I stick it to a little notebook, and then I peel off the sticky part and roll the roller on it, and then I use eyeshadow in different sections. I'll show you what I mean real quick. So I make them like this. This is a little notebook from the Dollar Tree, and I did have to cut it down a little bit, but I like to do this. I use the roller on there, and then this is just eyeshadow. And on this one, I have not peeled off the plastic on the little, oh, I did down here, but not up here yet. I can see that. But, and then if you press into them with something, then they look like a little screw. So that's what I do with these. I think that they make great little notebooks like that, but you can use them for so many things. So there's those. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 7 little strips of these. And again, these are double-sided sticky. And, you know, so you can stick them to one project and then stick something else to the top. A lot of the double-sided sticky I use eyeshadow on. I use glitter on, and or anything like that. And then also they're great to just pop things up on a project if you want to lift something up. You know, like if you're card making or something. So there are those. And then there are 10 of these double-sided sticky. These are white inside. Some of these are gray. I think that's all we have here is gray and white. Oh no, I think the red circles are black. Yeah, and the red circles are black. So, which actually the darker ones work really good if you're doing like a card or something where you want to pop it up, but you have really dark colors on the card. Because when you put something white underneath there to pop it up, that it really is kind of noticeable, where if you put a darker color to pop it up, then it's not as noticeable. But so there are 10 of these, and these are... let me see, 5 by about 3 3/4, if I'm seeing it correctly. And again, double-sided sticky. And again, keep these pieces to put your own stamps and stuff on once you've peeled them off, to use your double-sided sticky. So, because that's just a little extra bonus. And, you know, it's great to have when you want to make your own stamps and that type of thing that are already ready to go. And these ones I die cut. These do go through my die cutting machine with the big dies, the ones that are like the it's like a razor cutter, not the little flat steel rule dies. That's what the big dies are. But they cut through these very nicely. And so that is what is in this kit. So again, if you are interested in this kit, just send me an email and I will let you know if I still have a kit available. If I do, at that point, you can pay me with PayPal. And I send the kits out on Thursday or Friday, usually Thursday, unless I get to town sooner. Because we live in the country, I only go to town not so often. I go once a week to make sure that these go out, but, you know, other than that, I don't even really go to town. So, so again, if you're interested, just go ahead and send me an email and I'll let you know. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope that those of you that have been getting the kits, I hope that you're enjoying them. I love playing with these kits. I just think they're fun because they're different. And to those of you who are overseas, I really apologize that I can't send them overseas, but I have checked for people before that have said, you know, that they would pay the shipping, but it's so expensive that it just really, you know, it just kind of doesn't really make it worth it. So, but thank you very much for stopping by. If you enjoy my videos, if you click the bell, it will tell you each time I have a video on. And if you give me a thumbs up, that helps too, and watch a commercial once in a while. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.